Hey guys, so I just watched the Boku no Hero episode 4 called Start Line, and it was a great episode. We get to see how Izuku makes it through the exam, and this episode really emphasized the power of self-sacrifice. To be a true hero, it's not about all those amazing qualities that you have, it's about rescuing people and protecting them. And we start off this episode with 3 alumni from UA High, which are All Might and this fiery hero called Endeavor, and then this smart best genius, pun on genius with denim. Yeah, it just reminds you again that UA High is where all the great heroes come from, and we left off last time where Izuku is ready to go inside the arena. Basically, to get points, you gotta defeat these robotic villains that have these points on them. So you defeat them, you get that amount of points. And he's there all scared, and then he sees the nice girl, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna go talk to her and thank her. And then this Megane glasses guy from the last episode who is like, hey, like, shut up, kind of. Yeah, he's like, hey, she's focusing, like, what are you here for? To bother people? Like, he's really like getting on my nerves. Like, mind your own business. If he wants to talk to her, let him, then she will do that. None of your business, okay? Yeah, he was, yeah. And then all these other people are like, oh, he's the guy who tripped, right? Oh, thank God he's here. One less opponent. They already think really low of him. And then this announcer guy comes out and he's like, what are you guys doing? It already started. There's no timer. And then Izuku's like, oh my gosh. And then he looks back. They're all gone. They're all going in. And he's just like really hesitant. He sees a monster, and you gotta realize he's always been like powerless. He's like this small guy, everyone's really strong. So this is, even though he has All Might's power, he never used it. And even if he hasn't, he knows from instinct, he's just really scared. So when he sees the monster, he just freezes up. Yeah, he can't even fight it, and he's all really scared. And then this other magnificent guy comes along and like shoots this beam at the monster, and he's like, thank you. I got a point for defeating the monster, thanks. And he runs off. And then Izuku's like, okay, I gotta get a point. It's like 7 minutes left, and it goes back to when he's talking with All Might, and All Might is telling him, okay, you ate the hair, you wait 2 to 3 minutes for the stomach to digest it, and you should get the power. And he goes home and gets ready, and now he's back. He sees the nice girl, and then she's like, okay, using her powers, and she's like, okay, like I got 28 points. And then you see the Megane guy, I think the Megane glasses guy name is Tenya Ida, and he's like, okay, I got like 40 something points. Another guy's like 30 something points. They're all shouting these points, and he's getting more nervous. So like behind the scenes are some judges who are watching from monitors at all the contestants, and they're like naming all these great qualities, like you need to have discernment, mobility, quick combat, all these abilities. And they're like, yeah, to be a hero you need all of these. And then later this huge obstacle robot comes out, and it's worth 0 points. Like, it's ginormous. It's as huge as that Titan girl, okay? And yeah, it's just demolishing it, and everyone's scared. He sees the monster, he freezes up, he's like crying, like he can't even move, and Ida sees him, and he's like, huh, and he runs off. Everyone's running off, actually, not just him, but he just notices Izuku, and Izuku still can't like run. He's just like, oh, yeah, he's so scared he can't even move. And then he hears a cry, he looks back, oh my gosh, the nice girl's in trouble. She's like underneath a rock, but with her powers, can't she like touch the rock and the rock goes up, and then she gets out of there? But maybe she was just too weak or something, or too scared. You know, you lose control when you're scared, right? So he's like, just like the first episode, in his mind he's like, oh my gosh, like nothing in his mind is there except to save this girl. So he just goes, rushes in. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is it. We gotta see the power. What is it? So he jumps into the air. He's like ready to go. And then his arms and his legs are just wrapped in this like pink line. And it looks really cool. And it's all shiny. And right before he punches that obstacle robot, he's like, I gotta squeeze in the buttocks. I gotta yell out my heart. And then smash! He hits that robot down in one punch. Everyone's in awe. Everyone is like, oh my gosh, no one thought this little guy could do. He's like falling down. He's like, oh, what's going on? I can't like move. Like, I need a break. Oh shoot! My arm and my legs are broken. They're all broken, and I only got this one arm left. And he's just thinking, oh shoot, All Might told me there'll be repercussions, recoil in the body, like his body can't handle it. And he's just like, oh my gosh, like what am I gonna do right now? Like think, oh, I'm gonna smash the ground. And he's just really scared right now, but that's the only thing left. There's like 2 minutes left, and he's just like, oh my gosh, I gotta get points, but how do I land? I'm broken. If I break anything else, I can't do anything else. else. So he's like, I gotta go in with the smash, and he's really scared. Tears are falling out as he cries, falling down, and and then the girl slaps him, and I was just, at this point, I didn't realize that her powers was touching something to keep them from levitating. I thought she could just like, magic wand, make you levitate. But she gotta touch you, and at the moment she's just reaching, so she gotta slap him, and she caught him. And then, yeah, she like censorship pukes in like a rainbow color, but that's really cute. Yeah, and then they're all safe, and everyone's still like, wow. And then the glasses guy is thinking, oh shoot, if he's really strong, but did anyone notice that he was only doing it because he went to rescue the girl? And then he's thinking, if this wasn't an exam, I would have saved her too. And then he was thinking, oh shoot, they're testing us on something. I should have saved her. When he did that, I was like, oh yeah, even though he got 0 points right there, like even though he got 0 points, he probably, like, this obstacle robot probably like has some hidden points. That's what I was thinking at the time. Or like maybe, I don't know, they're gonna pick one special person who was able to make it through, and he'd be that special person, but no. And yeah, he's just 0 points still. And then this cute little old lady comes offering gummies, and then the guy who could shoot the beam, he's like, oh, she's the nurse. She's able to heal anything, and her name is Recovery Girl. And yeah, she goes and she kisses Izuku, old lady kiss of life, and everyone's like, oh, yeah, they don't want that. And then, yeah, his wounds are all healed. So it goes back to Izuku eating dinner, and he's just like out of it. He's like, his mom's like, Izuku, like, and he snaps out of it, and he's just like so shocked. I thought his shocked face was just like shock from being all broken, but it's like a mental thing, not a physical thing. He's just shocked that he couldn't make it. He got 0 points. He knew he passed the written because he always takes notes, right? But he knew he failed the physical test. So yeah, he's just waiting for the letter. He's just out of it for everything. At least he's still like trying to exercise and eating healthy. And then his mom doesn't know what to do because he's exactly like her. She's just really nervous, and you can see it. The mail comes, and she's just like, she's so nervous. She does exactly what Izuku does. She's just like, trying to move, but she's not going anywhere. And she's like, oh, your letter came. I thought it was cute. And then he's in his room sitting on the chair, and his mom is outside pacing back and forth, worried for him because it's gonna break his heart, because he like knows there's like 99% chance he's gonna fail, but we all know. So he finally rips it open. I was like, oh, he's gonna rip the letter. But no, it was like a little projection thing, and All Might appears like, hey, it's me. And then he's shocked. Yeah, I was thinking, yeah, All Might didn't contact him this whole time, but turns out All Might he's working at the school now, and he was doing a lot of paperwork, so that's why he was so busy, no contact. It didn't say how many days or whatnot that it's been since the exam, but it just said a few days. So yeah, kept him waiting. So he's like, well, I got a video to show you. The nice girl's name is Uraraka Choko. I'm sorry, I said it wrong. I'll get it right next time. Oh, I'm sorry. And she's like, there's this weird guy with curly hair and the freckles, and he's really plain. Do you know who I'm talking about? Yeah, and then the announcer guy is like, yeah. And then she's like, well, I heard like him saying like, oh, I need to get at least 1 point, and I feel bad because he rescued me, and I would like to give him some of my points. But then the announcer guy's like, you can't do that. But you don't have to worry about that. I don't know if he told her that he passed, but like, she was like happy. All Might goes on to explain, this is a hero school, a hero training course. How can we reject people who rescues and self-sacrifice to save people, protect people? This is what our school is all about, okay? And besides the villain point, there's something called a rescue point, okay? You got a lot of rescue points, okay? And he goes on and he shows like, you're number 7. And if you look closely at number 6 was the Megane guy. Yeah, this totally reminded me of Naruto, you know, like the bell training thing where like, oh, if you're trash if you don't follow the ninja book, but you're lower than trash if you don't protect your friend, okay? Like teamwork, okay? I don't know, this self-sacrificing thing is like a big shonen thing, and yeah, it just like gave me the feel, so I'm really liking it. Yeah, All Might goes on and says all these things about self-sacrifice, and that's like the key quality to being a hero. And he says like Uraraka got like, she's number 3, she got 45 points for rescue, and you could see number 6 is Tenya Ida. He's the guy with the glasses, Megane, and he only got like 9 points for rescue, so, but he's number 6. When he sees the points, he's gonna be like, oh shoot, like, dang, he got a lot of rescue points, like, to be behind me. At first, it was just really annoying, but he's probably gonna turn out to be a good friend and mentor to Izuku, maybe. I don't know. He starts off annoying, but maybe he'll turn out to be, like, really nice and informative, and then, yeah. So, yeah, when we end the episode with, like, he comes out and he tells his mom it's all okay, and then we got the preview. There's gonna be this new teacher. I don't know if it's a new, but there's gonna be a teacher named Aizawa, and they're gonna be taking an assessment. I can even see Katsuki, and like, he's gonna be pissed off to see Izuku there. And when he sees Izuku's power, he's gonna start seeing that they're rivals, and then yeah, it's gonna be good. I want to see how Izuku does. Okay, like, will he be able to do that his quirk thing again? Because he did it because there was like he needed to protect someone, but like when it's just a test, like what can you do, right? Episode and peace.